So now it's just a matter of checking what assets do you have. And for example, let's go to the ruins and let's enable my filter and look, say, hey, maybe this could be an arc. I have some arcs here. Let's just drag and drop it. That looks cool enough. Let's just put it there. Now, you will have some issues if you're doing your level like this. Like, you need to understand that not everything will fit. Definitely, like this one. Like, oh, probably I will need to duplicate this by holding Alt, and now we have like a more similar kind of arc, right? But let's just think more about the future. Okay, you managed to replace most of the terrain that we built here, right? This, and let me just remove that search. This cube grid tool, whenever we just remove this, then we should be able to see that, hey, yeah, you replaced everything, right? Okay, but now what about the collisions? Well, that's one of the issues, right? You will need to see if these assets have collision. To see that, you just need to open the static mesh. You can click here, you can right click and open it, or Control E also does the job. And here we can see in the collision, well, collision, it says remove collision, so maybe it does have some collision. Where is the, I believe it was C? No, it wasn't C. It was here in this I, simple collision, because this one is the one that I want. The complex collision, it will be like all the the phases that this mesh has, which is not the one that we want. Simple collision. You will see that the collision has been simplified, and this is okay. Actually, this is great that these meshes already come with a simplified collision. Otherwise, we would need to come here, add a collision, maybe a box, and then start modifying this box to fit. We can add even 2 boxes, 3 boxes, but yeah, you could start modifying so it's kind of fitting your mesh. But because this already exists, great. If we want like something more custom, we can go to collision and we can use one of these, or we can convert boxes to convex or auto convex collision, which will give you a similar result than this one. We already have a collision, but that's usually how it goes. Otherwise, it's a lot better to just use one of these simplified collisions. Here, you see? Yeah. This one is slightly better, so I'll just keep it. So let me just save this, and I know that this has collision. So what I'm gonna do now is just, let me just return my cube grid tool. I'm just going to do exactly this, like see what asset could fit, get myself a little bit more familiar with the asset pack that I have, and I'll just speed it up. If I need to mention something, then I'll just pause the video, mention it, and then continue with the speed up version. And let's look how this will, well, let's see what how this will look at the end. That's what I wanted to say. And after a few hours, this is what I have. It may not look like much, but for me, it has been a lot of work. And I created some bookmarks of certain locations that I wanted to pay special attention. Right? I mean, this is like too noisy for me. Maybe that could have been done better. And what I have done is put the grid cube, the cube grid, like minus 1,000. So I no longer seeing it. And this floor is the one from the landscape. I just flatten it. So yeah, I mean, if we play it, it's something. I mean, it's getting there. It's getting there. I mean, with any type of map or any type of level creation, you always are doing steps to iterating the ideas that you have come up with during the development of the level, right? So yeah, that will happen eventually. So let's not worry too much about it. As long as we're having like something that we can play around with, then that is fine. Probably here, instead of just using one rock, it would be a good idea to use more than one rock. But again, a lot of things that could be better. This is just the start.